Howdy folks, Matt Outdoorsman here. Doing a little hike this morning, guys. Try to get out into the woods a few days a week before work. Just to exercise the demons. Anyway, folks, let's hop into it. I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring on this power grid attack that happened down in Morris County, North Carolina last week. I already know a couple creators have jumped all over this, made videos about it. Some of them have basically said it for what it was, and then you got others out there that are basically making this out to be the fucking end times. But of course, we all know why those folks do that. It's for the attention and all that crap. Anyway, moving forward. So what do we know about it? Morris County, North Carolina. I think it was 2 substations that were attacked by an individual or a group of individuals. And as a result, that left roughly 40,000 residents without power for several days. Not sure if it's back on yet. I haven't checked the news on it, but it is what it is. And it's unfortunate that those folks are dealing with that right now. So I've gone to a couple of news sources on this incident, and one of them, I think it was MSM, that's saying a far-right neo-Nazi group is basically coming out and claiming some kind of responsibility for this attack, and even going as much to say that expect further attacks to come on a larger scale. All right. Folks, listen, with that said, I make these videos to prepare you guys and to get the message out so you can prepare and be ready for any kind of SHTF event, right? And those folks down in Morris County, North Carolina, are going through their own SHTF right now, unfortunately. But with that said, you also gotta, if you've been paying attention to this, you gotta look at how easy this was done, how easily of a task this was for these fucking mutts that attacked this thing. And that's what they are, folks, all right? And let me stop right there before I go any further. I do not condone any of this kind of shit from these far-right groups or far-left groups or whatever fucking group you belong to. All right? Everybody in some way, shape, or form has a beef with the government and with society and how shit's going. I have a beef with it, but I'm not gonna resort to any kind of fucking violence to get my point across. That's just me, and I'm not even fucking normal. So let's just make that clear right now. I don't condone any of that. But folks, listen, anyway, back to it. Grid down situation on a large scale, right down after following this attack down in that particular county, Morris County, local law enforcement down there set up curfews. Residents couldn't go out. I think it was like after 9 o'clock at night till like 5 a.m. Nobody had power. No heat, no lights. If folks didn't have a generator, basically their food was spoiling, you know. If they didn't have enough food, then they probably weren't going shopping anytime soon, or they would have had to drive at a relatively far distance to get their groceries. So it's basically, it disrupts life, you know, and that's the goal. That's the goal of these people that are committing these attacks, okay? It's to disrupt life and cause civil unrest, all right? Because this is what happens when there's a kind of an event like that, all right? Immediately, people are going to panic, you know, and on a larger scale, following the panic will be the looting and the break-ins and other lawlessness activity, right? I mean, I've talked about this in a few of my other videos, folks, when it comes to grid down. And that's the goal of these attacks, you know. I mean, they basically came out and said it. And they warned that there's more to come and all that crap. So, folks, you know, listen, the point of this video is just the same as every other video I make. And that point that I'm trying to drive home is, there you go, you need to be prepared for these kind of situations, all right? It can pretty much happen anywhere. Unfortunately, our power grid in this country is vulnerable, you know? I mean, look how easy it was for these guys to go in and crash through a gate and, you know, cause the kind of damage they did on this substation. They knew what they were doing. So, I mean, if you think it can't happen to you or near you, ask those folks down in Morris County, North Carolina, how they're feeling today. You know, can happen anywhere, guys. So therefore, you need to be prepared for this kind of stuff, you know. And with the way society is going right now, do I expect to see more of these types of instances taking place or occurring? Yeah, I do, unfortunately. You know, there's some fucking nut jobs out there, you know, that get a kick out of this stuff, or they have some kind of an agenda. And it's unfortunate. But yeah, folks, listen, just keep preparing. Have a positive attitude. You know, this isn't some doom or gloom video here. This is just a heads up, you know, a quick reminder, if you may, to just keep doing what you're doing and understand that this kind of thing can happen pretty much anywhere. And it probably will continue to happen, you know, in some way, shape, or form. So be prepared for that, guys. And that's pretty much all I really have on this particular topic today. I have other opinions, you know, when it comes to these fucking assholes that committed this attack. You know, I mean, it's like I said, if you got a beef, there's other ways to address your beef than taking it out on innocent folks. But, you know, I'm just one guy behind a screen here. So I like to, the kind of message I like to give some of these assholes, I'd like to do it up close and personal and tell them what I really think, you know. See if I can get a rise out of them that way. But I'm not going to go any further here on this behind a fucking a screen. So I will leave it at that. Keep your head on a swivel, folks. Stay prepared. And one thing before I close, guys, get outside. Hit the trails. Have some kind of balance in your life other than the doom and gloom of the daily news and everything else, you know. There's a life outside of prepping, guys. All right? It helps you keep a healthy mindset, a positive attitude. and it keeps you strong-willed, you know, keeps your head strong for when those tough times do come. All right, that's all I got today, folks. Mad Outdoorsman. Thanks for watching.